I always really enjoy it when villains shrouded in mystery live up to the hype. Pain lived up to the freaking hype. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's me, it's that guy, Tommy. And of course, you guys know I had to react to that guy, CJ the Champ, who's one of the biggest inspirations for me even doing this. I love watching his videos. You guys have seen me react to videos of his I've watched before. I still got to do a few more of his that I've seen before. And there's a couple, this one included, that I have not even seen yet. So yeah, no. I remember when he announced he was doing I think he's putting Pain into the Roundtable Black Force activity. I remember when he announced that, I was like, I couldn't wait for this. And then now all this time it's finally out. And of course, you guys know me. I'll probably be starting and stopping the entire video. So, sorry for all that. But if you want to go watch the video, the link will be in the description down below. Let's check this out. I can't wait. Of course, the copyright thing and everything. So yeah, leg out.
So much pain.
So much pain.
Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty-ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session, and it is for none other.
Okay, wait, hold on. He did announce this video forever ago, and I was wondering where the hell it was at. But nah, okay, sorry, CJ. No, it's on your time, bro. You're the one making it. Everybody else just gotta wait. And with the amount of effort and quality you put in these videos, it's worth the wait. So, yeah.
It is finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session. And it is for none other than the Shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones. And will roll up on you with 6 minutes. The master of jump jutsu. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving with
the master of jump jutsu. I keep forgetting people say that, and it's so true. Pain did not believe in giving you that one-on-one fight. He's like, oh hell no, you gonna run a fade with me and my 5 other selves. Spoiler alert, that's the only way he beat Jiraiya, is because he jumped Jiraiya. If Jiraiya had seen, I agree with everyone who said the same thing. If Jiraiya had known there were 6 clones of Pain to begin the fight, Pain still wouldn't have won. He had to jump. It was the only chance he had. Because Jiraiya was that dude. Jiraiya may have been silly and goofy. Jiraiya's one of those guys where I'm like, he's one of my favorite kind of characters. It's silly and goofy and lots of fun. But when the fight starts, he's like, oh, you finna catch the fade. So no, I love Jiraiya. It was one of my favorite characters. I was really sad when he died in the show.
Pain. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead, grab some food and get comfortable because the evidence is on deck and is ready to be presented. So without further ado, Exhibit A. All right. Exhibit A, taking over the hidden reign and jumping a senior citizen. Let me let y'all in on a little secret real quick. You wanna know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat get jumped.
This is fair. I can't even get mad at this because this is 100% fair. I would also have had a hard I don't think I've watched this episode since this episode came out. I like to rewatch a lot of anime stuff to get the feel. I don't think I've ever rewatched this episode. I really don't think I have. I don't think I've ever rewatched the episode where Jiraiya actually dies. I think I've rewatched the scene where he's sinking. But I don't think I've ever watched this actual moment again since it happened. So yeah, no, I don't.
Had to go back and watch my goat get jumped by 6 niggas. Like, it's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about this shit till this
was
day.
funny.
Like, bro, I did not want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my goat get slimed out by 6 fucking emo niggas. Fuck off. Skinny bones ass nigga didn't even give him the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jumped, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Donzo video, I basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher real quick, Donzo and Hanzo basically set this nigga up, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary. So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's compound and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Old boy right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots position. Then he threw Hanzo into the wall like the piece of trash that he was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life. But Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him, "Are we serious right now, my nigga? You dare beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend, my brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about, please don't kill me, after you sold us out to that fucking fraud Donzo."
That's also fair.
All we wanted was peace. Wait, hold on, nigga. I wanted peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Motherfucker. You should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait, hold on, twin. Please don't.
More or less, that's exactly what happened. If you've never seen Naruto, which if you're watching this video, I'm quite surprised that you haven't. But more or less, exactly what happened. There was so much to say about that one moment, but oh god, I hate Donzo so much. Man, I was so happy when he died. That was like I know I said this before in the Donzo video. I have this one character I don't miss at all. I do not miss Donzo at all. In fact, he lived too long. Let's keep going.
Pain straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards and shit. But Pain didn't stop there. Oh no, because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline. He went after his parents, his wife, his child, his relatives, his friends, and even their infants, and wiped them all off the map. Dude straight up eradicated his entire clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now, we've sadly reached the second part of this exhibit. Yeah. And it is, of course, my goat getting jumped.
I can't really blame Pain for that one. You can't, hey, Omar on the wire said it best. If you could come at the king, best not miss. They missed. Pain didn't.
Reached the second part of this exhibit. And it is, of course, my goat getting jumped.
Yeah,
now let's
this
go
part
ahead and set the record straight. When it was just a 1v1, it was just Jiraiya versus the Animal Path, he was cooking that nigga shit. Every single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Krabs, boom. Demon Cerberus dogs, boom. The Brazen Boom, boom. A mutated chameleon chimera on steroids. Kaboom, nigga! This fight was actually manageable until Pain stopped playing fair and said, I have to admit, Jiraiya-sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However, let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped. And summons 2 more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-belly, Will Kelly built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all three of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, bump this twin, I'm out. So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was, because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other two were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them dodge. But when the human pad tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies, cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all three of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all three of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1. This is a prime example of why this nigga's my goat. He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight. But this is when the bullshit ramped up to the max. While he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another Pain spawns behind him, and he just whispers in his ear, "Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down, my foolish Goonereva sensei?" Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when all the Pains arrived and pulled up on this nigga. And you can see it in Jiraiya's face. He knew.
I'm not gonna lie. I will give Pain all the credit in the world that this was one of the hardest pictures in anime history. Still is, to this day. To this day, I remember when I first saw this image. This is also when like Pain really fully got revealed. Was this picture? And I remember the moment in my head when I first saw this, because Pain had always been described as one guy. I keep looking over here because this is where the program is. I should be looking here. But this is before we knew Pain had the 6 paths. This was when we just thought Pain was the well, technically it's still the one guy, but we just had the one body, and then this happened. Man, this was mind blowing for Naruto fans at the time. We were not expecting this. I still hold out that Jiraiya would have won this fight if he had known about all 6 to begin with.
Pulled up on this nigga, and you could see it in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked, and you could tell he was thinking in his head, "Oh my god, there's 6 of these niggas." And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick to his stomach. First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late. And then number 2, all 6 of these niggas had renegons. Like,
that was the most like this. That was the most like unfair thing at the time. It got way more unfair later. But the fact that all 6 had the Renegon was just like not right. And I thought he recognized all 6 as like ninjas he had faced before, Jiraiya. I knew he recognized the main body Pain used, but I thought he recognized all 6. But maybe I'm misremembering. But you know what? Where they did it in the fact that he like learned the truth too late. Oh, he could have had this fight if he had known ahead of time. Dang it.
Like, excuse me, nigga? Like, this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was thinking, what the hell is going on? Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him, "Yes, Jiraiya sensei, your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your old ass out." So all 6 Pains jumped down and start jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo Pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole building trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal path and drags him down underwater into his domain. Because he knew that out of all the Pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into bro's gut. taken him out with ease. But right when my glorious king sat down to try to take
My
a breather,
glorious
Pain
king.
used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the Pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other Pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he ducks and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 Pains surrounded him. And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya.
Yeah.
Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my God, I've encountered every single one of these niggas
Thank
before.
you.
And the moment Jiraiya...
Okay, I was right. He did, okay, he did encounter every single one of them. Okay, that's what, I knew it. Still have my anime knowledge. I'm proud of myself.
I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who bro exactly is, the bald nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat.
Yeah.
Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death.
Man, this was...
So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's back, and it basically said, Naruto.
Wait, I know he's gonna read it, but wait, what is it? Naruto pain is not one man. He says, also delete my browser history to him. Chaos or not, I see it. Delete my browser history. Chaos or not, oh my God. Yo, real talk. I needed that laugh so bad. You guys have no idea. I needed that laugh. Yo, that was great. Oh, I'm lightheaded. I'm actually lightheaded laughing at this. Okay, let's press play.
Pain is not one man. He is 6 niggas.
Oh my God.
Also, delete my browser history, twin. I can't have Tsunade seeing that shit. And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies after getting hoed by 6 niggas.
He actually had probably one of the most poignant deaths in all of Naruto, if not the most poignant death, because how he died, how hard it was to take him down, and then like his message in his mind as he was passing. I as sad as Jiraiya's death made me, poetically it was beautiful. It was actually a really beautiful end they gave him, and I actually respect that. I love it when characters who are multifaceted like that, because of course he's a lech and everything like that. I'm not pretending he's not. But Jiraiya's was a very complex character, and I think that's what made him so beloved and respected. You know, not just the fact that he was powerful, it's the fact that he was powerful and had a lot going for him as a character. Yeah.
Niggas. Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Exhibit B. Invading the Hidden Leaf. Now, this exhibit right here is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this trial, because the amount of destruction and people that exhibit right here is going to easily be the
until I made C
for this trial, because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous. Like, this man's crime stats are about to go to the moon. So Pain decided that it was finally time to kidnap Naruto and to wipe the Hidden Leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard.
First reported victims at time 8 a.m. in the effing morning. That is too early to be killed on some nonsense. It really is.
Duty. Now, they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was, and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today.
Nothing
but
is going to bring me down.
About to take their lunch break.
Fresh out of the academy and 2 days away from retirement. That was one of my favorite jokes.
Pain pulls up right
Oh,
in front
yeah, I
of him.
forgot
And
this.
he didn't even say a word. He just shoots Bro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other two Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves, so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra Tenseis both of them off of him, killing these two poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through his stomach. And
I remember when Pain was the scariest character in this whole anime. Was I ever so young?
with that, these four unlucky poor souls were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the four,
and he wasn't sorry.
He wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pains spawn inside the leaf and disperse. And
that was also a hard picture. No, I just passed it. Yeah, this pull up when they first got to the leaf.
All 6.
That was also a really hard picture when it came out. Was seeing that because I read a lot of the mangas as they came out online. I remember seeing like this image was also it went real hard when it first came out too.
In
the anime
inside the leaf and disperse. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path. They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were getting killed. They was blowing their asses up for the love of the game. Multiple people that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this,
how did the leaf ever recover from this?
This is already a case of mass murder.
Like seriously, how did the leaf village ever recover from this? Like I'm serious. Like how did they rebuild?
Just flat out terrorism, because the amount of people dying and blocks getting blown up is legitimately uncountable. And my God, the amount of Jonin that were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cuck chair and wait for their turn to get choked out. The human path was out here sucking the soul out of me.
Yo, CJ, you need to chill, bro. CJ, you gotta chill, bro.
These niggas, pause, and I ain't gonna lie, the big fathomable. Others had to watch in the cuck chair and wait for their turn to
CJ, chill, bro.
The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. Pause.
CJ, chill, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie, the big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all.
Hey, yo.
He was out here choking niggas out and asking them, "Where is the Nine Tails Naruto Uzumaki?" But the Jonin were like, "I ain't no snitch, you freaky ass buff bitch." So he used his great nigga jutsu to pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. That is so fair.
So while Buff Pain was out here taking tongues and other things, this Will Kelly big ass was on a tear. He was surrounded by like 10 Jonin, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight because all I see in front of me is a buffet of free eats. It blows up the entire block, killing every single Jonin around him. While Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain.
Yeah, I forgot about this one. Yeah, I think I blocked this one out.
Went down. So Kakashi confronted the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding Aruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul, and he is bricking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up. So after he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered, the bald nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him,
"Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight me."
So the bald Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 arms and 3 faces. So Pain starts to pull Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now, while he
that's
was
a deity in
Kakashi tried to use a chain to
Japanese
stop his body move,
and
but Pain just looked
Hindu
at Kakashi
religion,
trying to save himself like,
that don't work.
There's no way out of this.
so he starts to pull him even harder.
Did anyone else get wind tunnel vibes from Inuyasha when Pain did this one specifically? Did anyone else like think wind tunnel like I did, or am I just that old? The answer to both questions is yes.
So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut. Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas will be questioning his legacy. So after he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain...
Kakashi will never be on Fraud Watch. Get over it.
...was about to get a taste of...
Come outside, bro. I swear we won't jump you. And 3 of the most vicious dudes in JJK. And that
faked out Pain. The bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of jump jitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
All of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says,
Shinra Tensei,
and blows up the entire area. And this attack took out every single no-name bum that tried to land a attack on this man. So after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasts him off of him again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza come in from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash. But Pain counters them both and
I was impressed that
Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit underground. So Kakashi tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out of nowhere, the bald Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening led to Pain once again blowing up the entire area. And after their failed attack, Choza and Choji were both knocked out cold, and Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of rubble. And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him,
"How foolish. Did you really think a master of jump jitsu wouldn't know how to counter jump jitsu itself? What a shame. And motherfuckers really call you the copy ninja. Now no Pain, and take this 223 to the dome."
Damn shame. Now, Kakashi actually didn't die from the headshot because he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off.
Technically, he did, yeah.
Boomed two of my favorite
characters
in the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain...
So, I was really bummed when Kakashi died here, because I thought he wasn't coming back, and you'll see. I think he'll cover it in this video. But no, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch Naruto anymore if both Jiraiya and Kakashi get killed by one dude. But then again, I felt that way initially, but then I was like, no, actually, if Pain's like that, he's like that. And he's been that like I said, they built him up to be like that, and he wasn't like that fraud Danzo. I'm over it.
Bro boomed two of my favorite characters in the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on a tear in the village. Hell, the animal path made the village a whole open zoo.
He did.
And Buff Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohama.
Oh, I forgot this happened.
Out on a wall. This nigga had a child getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him, but he got swatted away like a fly. And this freaky ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone, and Konohamaru faked this freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse.
Yeah.
What the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids, like, come on, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a pain as a guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like, real shit, the Leaf needs to do some reevaluations on rank.
I agree with that, actually. Hold on. That's like a legit argument. I might make this a whole, like, might make this a short part of short. But no, like, how they're getting outclassing the like I think reassessing that ranking system is legitimately an actual point. Like, hold on, let's go back and hear that again.
Guinea when all these other Jonin were getting on, but at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Cause what the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids, like, come on, bruh. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru.
Yeah, for real.
Took out a pain as a guinea when all these other Jonin were getting packed up.
Yeah.
Real shit, the Leaf needs to do some reevaluations on
seriously.
Some of these niggas repping the Jonin rank shit and Chunin are sorry as fuck.
Yeah, they died so fast, but I know plot armor is a thing, but still, Konohamaru lived and they didn't. Somebody reassess the whole system. Seriously,
I actually don't know how they passed the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like, generally, how?
Seriously,
the chaos continued. Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune, Ino, and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics and thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in the worst hostage situation possible. Pain basically told Ino and her dad,
"Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this fine-ass secretary."
The Hidden Leaf does not negotiate with terror.
Did not say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch.
Ah, man. Poor Shizune. Pain really sucked the soul out of her body. So after Shizune was a victim of the Gok Jutsu, Pain
CJ, chill.
So Pain started talking to her like,
"Long time no see, Lady Tsunade. I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell. But my apologies. I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of youth they have left. I came here to spread pain."
So Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the Leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like,
"Tell me, woman, what type of peace has your village brought upon this world? Because all your village has brought is pain. Your village is responsible for the death of my parents. Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only family I ever had. Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Danzo accountable for their actions and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities go uncalled for. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick. And quite honestly, I think I'm ready to wipe this shithole off the map."
So Pain starts to
don't you hate it when villains have a legitimately good point? I know I hate that ish. I hate it when villains have a good point. I hate it. They just be saying stuff and it's such a good point. Pain had a legit reason to hate the Leaf. He did. And that's just the facts.
Float up in the air. And when he floated up all the way up to the tippy top, this nigga says,
"And now, this world shall know pain."
So this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his heart,
"Shinra Tensei,"
and blows this entire bitch up.
Yeah.
This man turned the entire village into a crater.
Definition of air this place out.
Nigga straight up nuked this bitch and made every single villager of the Leaf experience true pain.
Yep.
Exhibit C. Ladies and gentlemen,
Here
we
we go.
have reached our final exhibit, and it is without a doubt.
Okay,
one of
so
the
I love how he really did mean it when he said like that was the longest exhibit, and then like look if you can see the timestamp at the bottom, it's 22. It's 14 minutes left. It is the 37-minute video. So yeah, but to be fair, yeah, Pain deserves all this time. So yeah.
most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C. Animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to
Yeah,
death.
he
So
did do
after
that to
Pain
Hinata.
nuked the leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coldest intros.
This was one of the hardest pull-ups as well. Like with Pain, like he actually did match Pain's pull-up when he pulled up with the other summon jutsus. Where's the image? I'd probably get past too fast, but like no, this was the coldest, one of the hardest pull-ups I've ever seen out there for a hero especially. Pain had one of the coldest and hardest ones for a villain. Naruto had one of the coldest and hardest ones for a hero.
Pulled up with one of the coldest intros of all time. This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell. Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened. But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that Kakashi died and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya, it was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain and
I guess you could say he was all gas, no brakes with it. I mean. Shouts out to Jacob Fatu, and also shouts out to Zilla Fatu. I hope he watches one of my videos one day because I love Zilla Fatu. He's one of the coolest dudes I know. But once Naruto knew what was happening, there was no more games to be had. This was probably one of the most serious Naruto had ever been. I still think to this day has ever been, even post this fight.
Killed Jiraiya, it was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain in like 5 seconds. Even Pain was like,
well, goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that.
So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect the Tendo Pain because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just beating the shit out of all the animal path summons. They were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat ass out.
Good.
So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All-You-Can-Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the human path. Straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass animal path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting in there for it. So Naruto starts piecing her up. She can't see shit. Then he gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took out the sorriest Pain, Pain grabbed Mr. All-You-Can-Eat World Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the Freak Nigga Jutsu, and the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles this nigga, and it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit, bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored, and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he blows that freaky ass nigga Pain's back out. Look at his face. Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Bro, cheesing like a motherfucker.
Fair.
His eyes are rolled back. So after Freaky Pain got his fantasy fulfilled of getting his back blown out, Naruto took out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shinra Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Gamakichi and the Toads try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all 3 of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he spams his ult once again. He sent these damn toes flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here.
That's true. That's fair.
Casually threw
That's fair.
giant toes like they were nothing. So after he flung the toes all the way out of the Leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him, and Chunky Boy gives him right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But this was a massive mistake made by Pain, because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a bullfrog and being petrified and turning into stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo Pain. But the moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old-ass frog nigga to death. This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab. Then he pulled Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground.
That chokeslam was nasty.
First. And to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto,
okay then, little nigga, let me ask you this then. What about my family? What about my friends? What about my village? They all suffered the same that your village has suffered. Done by your people. Yes, the Leaf, the niggas you be hanging with, fucked my entire lifeline. So all is spinning back for my people and for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little nigga. How would you stop this cycle of hatred? Oh shit, I don't know. That is exactly what the f I thought.
So after Pain lectured Naruto about peace, he straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rods.
He did.
To just pin him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, get up, young whippersnapper. Don't let this heathen pin you down. Do you hear me, boy? Wake your ass up. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Noisy ass old bitch, shut the fuck up.
So after Pain brutally assaulted a old lady, we are now set to observe one of the most brutal.
I will
do something.
Yes, actually, for sure.
Time. And most of y'all should know exactly what this is. Pain versus Hinata.
Now, I will say this though. This is when I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that Hinata was too good for Naruto. And I stand by that. I think he's risen up to what she deserves now. But oh my God, I was like, Hinata a real one. And I was like, Naruto, you don't lock that down. You do not, and you don't deserve her. I think this is still, he was like kind of crushing on Sakura. And I was like, bro, let her go. Because this chick is fighting a damn near a god just to save you. Bruh, let go Sakura. Hinata is right there. Thankfully, that's how the series ended. Naruto the Last is actually one of my favorite movies of all time because those two got together.
Versus Hinata. This was one of those ass whoopings that you begged for it to end. Like, on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch.
Yeah.
Like, it is up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
So here is how this atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now, I'm not gonna lie, her plan was actually smart, because she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move again. Even Pain was shocked. He was like,
well, ain't this some shit? This girl is actually not an idiot.
So when she tried to hit the next one, Pain sends Hinata flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater, while he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening.
CJ, chill!
Already on half HP after 2 hits. She said, trying to hit the chakra rods, I'ma just have to put hands on this nigga. So she kept on trying to swing.
She did.
This nigga Pain.
She was trying.
This nigga is a member of Weave Nation.
Yes.
Was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the grace of God, Nagato ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shinra Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain.
More than anybody else did this whole fight.
For a good second. Look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rods. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the stratosphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore, bro. She started crawling towards Naruto on the last bit of HP she had. This was so wild, even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused. He was actually like,
Why? Why are you still getting up? Why are you still fighting for this dense fool who doesn't even realize you like him to the last movie of the series?
because I love Naruto.
I mean, fair.
My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
Okay, I shouldn't laugh at that because this was a serious moment. But my God, CJ made that funny. But I mean, but kind of fair.
Pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
Seriously though, if Naruto did not get with her at the end of that. I mean, of course, Boruto it did confirm they got together. But seriously, like that Naruto, I was like, if this doesn't end with them like kissing in some way, shape, or form, I'm still gonna be so mad. Thankfully, it ended like I wanted to, which is probably why it's in my top favorite movies ever.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Pain really tried to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how the fuck she survived this.
I don't either,
what
actually.
She had right here was diamond. But Pain really used Hinata to mentally torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the fuck out and immediately went to four tails off the rip.
Yeah, he did.
Seal that Yamato put on? Bye-bye. That shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him, just smacking him over on the head over and over and over again. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say, are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in a garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now.
This was actually a cool transformation.
At the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying,
yeah, I don't know what happened here. This animation.
Every single frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speeds, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Then Pain ended up going prone and started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like,
Is that all you got? I expect
So after Pain got blasted to
Wait, I gotta hear that again.
God, I expect
So after Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Konan was like, boo-boo, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence, Konan. I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass in my Pokedex. So Pain whips out Planetary Devastation. He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you could tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left. Bro's whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the Nine Tails. Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the planetary devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain.
Wait!
And the way he was beaten...
Did that say what I think it just said? It did! Oh, God! Who makes these edits? Oh, God.
Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this, it was low-key over for Pain, bro. And the way he was beaten was poetic. Because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everybody. He was trying to hold back all the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shinra Tensei was on cooldown, Naruto launched himself at him and shoved a Rasengan to his gut.
NUKED!
Yeah.
So after the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history, Talk no Jutsu. So with Naruto...
Okay, so here's what's funny. I honestly think the Talk no Jutsu might have worked on Eren. I honestly believe that. I do.
Powerful jutsu. The strongest...
I don't know much about Johan, so I can't say.
In anime history.
Ain't no way it would have worked on Aizen. You will never convince me to talk Aizen into change. No. Yeah, exactly. Since when you're under the impression that I'm not free. Exactly. I do not believe Talk no Jutsu would have ever worked on Aizen because Aizen was just fine. Even in Aizen's losses, he was still winning.
History. Talk no Jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga. But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, "Alright then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain. And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin." So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, "You know,
Sukuna.
man,
No way.
I know you had a tough life, and I have too. I remember back in the day when I was a little jet, and I would sit on this swing set every fucking day, yearning for friends and attention, while that sad-ass flute song played every time. Not enough, nigga. Continue."
Love that song, by the way.
My parents died when I was a baby, and our sorry-ass third Hokage threw me in a nasty-ass,
Third Hokage was trash.
apartment. The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent, and I drank spoiled milk every fucking day. Damn. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then I would walk outside, and I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time
Damn,
bomb.
even the cat?
And they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit, my heartstrings. I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga, you actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving everybody in your village. So Naruto's 100% crit rate Talk no Jutsu worked, and this man Nagato revived everybody in the village he killed in exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook?
No, he ain't off the hook, dog. No.
Hell no.
Nah.
The verdict.
Oh, he's in.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass.
Oh, yeah.
Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga.
No.
You're not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all of their infants. And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever. Well, yeah, this nigga's still getting locked up for life. So, with
Homie
that
got
being
locked
said,
up.
appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. And until next time.
Nah, that video was as good as I thought it was gonna be. A whole hour. Oh, geez, editing this is gonna take forever. Well, not editing, but uploading it. It's gonna take forever. But no, that was as epic. CJ the champ. He is 100% from the free throw line. He makes every single shot that he takes, and I am so happy that I ever discovered him. Happy to be a fan of his. And this video was everything I knew it would be. I knew he was gonna do his research, and I knew he was gonna absolutely talk about what he's gonna talk about, and even the things I thought that either I got wrong or he missed. No, he brought it up. So no, CJ the champ is the champ for a reason. He is one of the reasons I wanted to do reaction videos in the first place. One of the guys I aspire to, be like with his work ethic, all the things he does, and the kind of anime fan he is. I think he gives a lot of anime. I think he gives all anime a fair shake. Just that's just my opinion. But shouts out to him. Guys, if you're not subscribed to him, then wow, you're subscribed to him. You're subscribed to me, not to him. Wow, thank you for that. But go subscribe to CJ the Champ. He absolutely puts in all the work. Love this guy's work. What did you guys think of the video? What did you guys think of Pain? Did Pain live up to the hype for you? What was your favorite moment with Pain? Do you think he's one of the best villains? Do you think like me, the anime should have stopped with him? I kind of feel like the anime should have stopped. I feel like the story should have stopped with Pain being the final villain. I felt that way for a long time. I still love Madara, don't get me wrong, but I always felt like Pain should have been the final boss of Naruto. That's just my opinion. And I also want Conan to live. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But let me guys know what you thought of my reaction. Be sure to leave me leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that bell to notify when I go live. And follow me on all my socials. I'm still, as of this recording, still going through Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, and with the next game going to be Insomniac Spider-Man for the PS4. Now it'll be coming down the pipe pretty soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. All the love and all the support. It really does mean the world to me, and I thank you guys for always being there. And just thank you for over 200 subscribers now here on YouTube and almost to 30 on Twitch. It's been a crazy ride. On over 1K on IG and over 200 on Facebook, and we made these numbers on Bluesky and Twitter/X as well. So thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. Whether you watch this live or VOD, doesn't matter to me. Oh wait, this isn't a live video. I said it's in a live video. Sorry, my bad. So let me end it the other way that I'm supposed to. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. You've gotten this crazy world to be good people. And hey, the world already knows Pain. Show the world some love. Show the world some caring. Show the world some kindness. How about that instead? You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And Minasan, catch you next time. Sayonara. Peace. What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the video. Really appreciate you. You guys are wonderful. You're stupendous. You're magnanimous. It's a great word, isn't it? Magnanimous. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep on the lookout for more. Follow me on all my socials. And if you're on YouTube, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. That really helps me out. Thank you guys so much for checking me out, checking out the videos, and get ready for more coming down the pipe, because you never know what's coming next. See you guys soon. Peace. I think that was pretty good.